More than 2 dozens of after hurricanes sweep the south. At least 25 people Mississippi in person in Alabama after a hurricane descending to the ground storm system that brings hurricanes, heavy rain, severe wind and full. The storm system ravaged Mississippi, produced a hurricane that descended to ground and caused disastrous damage in communities in state.in Rolling Fork, a rural town about 60 miles northwest of state capital Jackson. Buildings, which were once buildings, are now scattered rubble piles. Hurricane moved to northeast, ruined rural areas. National Weather Service, Hurricane, Jackson, Mississippi about 60 miles northeast caused damage. Silver City in Rolling Fork reportedly demolition weakening hurricane to 70 miles from weakening of 70 miles, while moving rapidly to Alabama towns including Winona and Amory towards darkness night. On March 25, 2023, the wreck covers a damaged structure in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, and Rogelio Solis. AP Roger Cummings from Silver City, who said that his nephew in the storm, said, "There is no trace in this town." Silver City resident Rayford Thomas said to CBS News on Saturday, "We lost everything, but we survived." Thomas has been living in Silver City's Old Town for nearly 30 years, but on Friday night, when he ravaged the hurricane neighborhood, he almost in his house. "I'm recovering to try to get into the narrow corner," Thomas said. Thomas said that his side neighbor was killed when he hit a mobile house frame on his wall. 73-year-old Ernestine Hill survived the hurricane, but lost everything, including blood pressure medication. Finally, he found some of his medicine in the rubble. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said that search rescue teams are active in a Twitter post on Friday night and that the authorities sent more ambulance emergency assets to the affected. "Many people in Delta need your prayer and God's protection," the post said. "Watch the weather reports and be careful during the night, Mississippi." On Saturday, search and rescue teams were still active and loss will be felt in these towns forever. Tweets, the residents of region were begging for help. Reeves declared a state of emergency in all districts affected by storms on Saturday afternoon. From the air, on March 25, 2023, Rolling Fork was damaged by a hurricane in Mississippi. Pictures President Biden made a statement about the destruction on Saturday. "Jill and I, we pray for those who lose their loved ones and lose their loved ones in destructive hurricanes in Mississippi. The S from all over Mississippi are heartbreaking. Even though we are still evaluating the full dimension of the damage, we know that many of our American friends not only mourn for their families and friends, but also lost their homes and work." Biden said he talked Reeves and other Mississippi lawmakers provide full federal support affected communities. He also said that representatives of Federal Emergency Management Agency were deployed region. Biden, "We will do everything we can to help. We will work together to provide the support you need to heal." The White House said that both Internal Security Minister Alejandro N. Mayorkas and FEMA Manager Deanne Criswell would go to Mississippi to investigate the damage on Sunday. In a statement made by city residents in Amory on Saturday, city's water department, "A direct blow from hurricane after an emergency boiling water statement said." Estimators even threw an air balloon on Thursday, warning about severe air epidemic for days. Fatal hoses come immediately after the damaging storms in the region on Thursday and Friday. In southern Missouri, a car with 6 young people was flooded. 2 of them could not survive. On Friday, at least 2 hurricanes razed North Texas with winds blowing 100 miles per hour. Eric Huntley confused the rest of his house. "I went out to look out as soon as I got the warning and then I heard moaning. I will never forget that voice." The storm also cut the electricity hundreds thousands the Northeast, according to PowerOutage.us, a public service follower. More than 359,000 customers were electrical as Saturday night in Ohio, while more than 130,000 remained Pennsylvania without electricity. More than 14,000 customers in Mississippi and Alabama were still without electricity on Saturday night.